Last week I talked about, oh my god, Amphibia is the best show ever, but this week Owl House is absolutely smashed out the park, which is crazy because every episode of season 2 is smashed out the park, but I really felt like I needed to talk about this one because, oh my god, I've literally watched this episode 4 times already and there's just so much to discuss. There's just a lot that was revealed, so I would love to talk about it and just really, again, push this agenda. I pushed the Amphibia agenda last week, I'm pushing this agenda as well. These shows are amazing. Watch them. I'm planning on doing more videos on both the Owl House and Amphibia in the future because I am literally in love with these shows and I would love to talk about them. So if you want to hear me gush about them, consider supporting the channel. It would mean a ton. Would be amazing. But that aside, let's get right into the video. So I was trying to keep calm for the intro, but literally, oh my god, there was so much in this episode that I don't even think I want to go in order. I just want to talk about the craziest moments and just go from there. First, the fact we got that one line from Belos that said, you know, for all the Grimwalkers, you look the most like him. That was a bombshell 1-2 punch. I was just like, we seriously got it. Both at once. Unreal. The second thing I really wanted to talk about is all the paintings in the background of Belos's real mind. It was so crazy how they basically just revealed his entire story with his brother in background paintings. And I know we're totally going to get something about that eventually, but the fact it was all right there was so crazy. We see a bunch of photos with Belos and his brother, who does look a lot like Hunter, which is really cool, like Belos says. And we get to see them as little kids all the way up to them on the Boing Isles, with Belos actually straight up killing his brother for presumably falling in love with a witch. So this leads to the whole idea of the Ida connection to Belos and how they're related and like how she might be a descendant of Belos's brother, fell in love with a witch. I don't really know. It's just pretty crazy when it comes to think about all this stuff. There's so much. We also got the absolute confirmation that Belos is Philip, which honestly a lot of people thought, I thought as well, but that's there and just what is going on. The Collector showing up and being this really creepy Majora's Mask-esque figure. When they first showed up, I instantly thought of someone like Skull Kid or Porky from Earthbound. I just really enjoy characters like this, so seeing one in the Owl House was really cool. And this Collector also talking gives us the confirmation that the Collector is the person that we saw with Ida's Owl Beast dream way back in Knocking on Hootie's Door, which is so cool. I cannot wait to get more of this character. I'm instantly interested in what they're up to. Like, I just can't even talk about how cool the art style of the character is. How they're basically like Prismo from Adventure Time, how they just literally seep along the walls and can shapeshift and do all this cool stuff. I really like the design, so very eager to see more of them. And if they are the Titan that Belos talks to, I'm going to put air quotes around that, obviously, because Belos isn't talking to the Titan. That's all crap. Belos is the scam artist, and it's just amazing. It feels so good that Belos is this con artist that's made his way up to the top. For me, I always pictured him as more of a cult leader type figure, but seeing him do all this despicable, horrible crap, like blowing up a town and blaming wild witches, and killing people essentially with the coven sigils and leaving them to die, that was unreal. I was literally like, this is a Disney cartoon. It looks so creepy and menacing. It looks awesome. And another thing I really want to discuss about Belos is this idea that the talisman that he's been eating, which I assume is to keep himself young since he's been around since the 1600s, are literally this monster inside of him. Like this really creepy, like it looks like a zombie to me. But obviously that makes sense since they're all like the souls of the dead palisman he's consumed. And it looks so awesome. I really like it. Personally, I thought maybe that was Belos's curse. But I guess we got the confirmation that Belos's curse isn't even a curse. It's the palisman fighting back. I think that's really neat. I never really would have thought about it in that mindset. Something that did kind of annoy me when I was watching the episode was when it was revealed that the little kid Belos inside Belos's mind is real Belos. I was so confused. I'm like, why is he showing Hunter all this stuff? But then I realized he doesn't even care about them. They're so insignificant to him, and that makes him so like cocky that I kind of love it. He clearly does not care about any of it, and seeing his demeanor when he's talking to Luz and like shapeshifts into Philip totally, oh, it was so awesome. It's just, he feels so menacing, and my favorite thing about this is that he's somehow going to win. the ending of the season has to be the Day of Unity actually happening. So I'm just thinking, how is it going to get worse? One of my favorite little details is that obviously, one, all the Golden Guards sound exactly like Hunter, and I haven't looked at the voice casting at the end, but, you know, they literally sound exactly like Hunter, which makes perfect sense. And seeing how disposable Belos thinks they are, saying that they all betray him eventually, so he just makes another one, it's just so cool. And we basically get the confirmation that it is his brother, obviously, saying, oh, you look the most like him, and oh, he's just an imitation of an old friend. It's so menacing. And the reason he says old friend, obviously, is because, you know, his brother betrayed him and all this crazy stuff. And it's just like, ugh. We also get the confirmation that Belos and his brother were actually witch hunters, which makes way more sense why he thinks these people are despicable. Ugh. It's just so cool. There's so much about his character that's basically handed to us on a silver platter, and we just see all this amazing stuff. One of my other favorite little details is that Belos is just a total fake name. Obviously, we knew that. But the way he came about it was when he said, oh, I had to switch my name when Philip was ran out of too many towns. That is so crazy, but it falls so perfectly in line with the whole scam artist deal. And him having to don this more magical sounding name to make himself seem more important and literally a holier than thou energy was so sick in my opinion. The intro of this episode starting right off essentially where the last episode ended, with Rain being in an alliance with not just Darius but also Eberwolf. Very cool. I'm glad it was basically confirmed right off the bat, and I'm really happy that it showed up basically right now. I thought it would be like a finale sort of twist reveal deal. Seeing them not only be integral to the episode, but also getting a lot of cool character moments with Darius that is just so subtle. Obviously, Darius's mentor was the past Golden Guard, so Darius knew about all this Hunter stuff this whole time, and that's gotta be why he cares so much about Hunter, why he's like, you have to be yourself, stop caring about Belos, because Belos doesn't care about him, and he knows that so significantly. And also, Darius wanting to help Ida because he knows Hunter is in danger. I think Darius is like having such a sick turnaround personally, but genuinely, I'm a bit worried for him. Like, he's gonna sacrifice himself to save Hunter in some way. He's really grown on me over these past few episodes, and seeing him genuinely become a very likable character, besides being a villain, obviously, is really cool. This episode really just left me so excited for what's to come. We got so many amazing reveals, so many great moments. Just, I'm really worried about Hunter, but I also really want to know like how bad he goes down this path, because clearly he has people who want to, you know, reach out for him literally, like Amity and Luz and Ida, but he's so fractured. He's just so broken. It's just like, ugh, I feel so bad for you, but I also love this trauma and I just want to see how far you go. But I feel like he's definitely going to get saved, but just, oh my god, tension's so good. Definitely one of the best episodes of the show. Probably top 3. I don't know if it's like the best, but it's really great, and I just cannot wait to see what happens next, because the Day of Unity is really ramping up to be some crazy stuff, and I cannot wait. I could literally keep going about this episode for probably like an hour or so, but I don't want to just keep rambling and repeating the same stuff over and over again. But genuinely just one of the best episodes of the show, without a doubt, and I absolutely loved it. So if you enjoyed this episode as well, I would love to know your favorite moment, because there were so many. Honestly, I would love to know, because I just love this episode. That's enough for me. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider supporting my channel. I'm definitely going to keep gushing about the Owl House in no time flat, because oh my god, the show is amazing. So if you want to see that in the future, it would be greatly appreciated. Hope you enjoyed the video, and have a good one.